is to talk about the fourth chakra system. I do energy healing. So let's start. Let's start standing. You can either bring your feet together or hip width apart, and we're going to warm up our lungs by bringing our arms forward, palms together, and then as you inhale, stretch your arms way back, open your chest and arms, and exhale, bring your hands together. So we're warming up the breath as well and the lungs. And you'll see my husband's hands. My husband's online with me. Keep your legs tight. So tighten your quadriceps. Push down into the feet, all four corners of the feet. One more time. Good. Now, take your fingertips behind your neck. Lift the neck. Inhale, lift the jaw. Exhale, drop the jaws. The elbows come together. This time, exhale, sigh. Yeah. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, sigh. Inhale, open here. Exhale through the nose. Inhale, lean to the right. Look at left elbow. Exhale, center. Other side. Good. Exhale. Now twist to the right. Good. Center. Exhale. Twist to the left. And exhale. Let's do that one more time. Lean to the right. Inhale. Exhale, center. Inhale, other side. Exhale, center. Twist to the right. Center. Twist to the left. Center. Good. Lower the arms down. Inhale, sweep the hands side and up. Stretch way up. Stretch. Get long and through the torso. And then we're going to squeeze the upper back as you exhale. Good. 3 more times, sigh through the mouth. Inhale, hold at the top. Exhale. Inhale, hold at the top. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, hold at the top. Exhale. Lower your arms down. Good job. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Press your arms back. Breathe into the sternum and the heart. Notice the cooling of the breath as you inhale, the warmth of the breath as you exhale. Now, on the next exhale, let's bend the knees, pivot down from the hips into a nice forward fold. Reach your arms up as high as you can. Keep breathing in and out through the nose. And then lower the hands down on your next exhale. Use the fingertips. You can hold on to a block if you'd like. You're going to bend one leg at a time. Stretching out gently in through the hips and the hamstrings. And then see if you can slow your exhale down a little bit more. Notice how you're standing. Still feel all 4 corners of the feet. So don't lean too far back or too far forward. Lift up and through the insteps. Good. Now so I'll go sideways now. We're gonna just step back onto all fours into tabletop. Right? And we'll take cat and cow. So really press firmly down the palms and inhale, tailbone and head up. Exhale, flex and through the spine. Keep. So we're really focusing on pranayama, breathing, to help the lungs. So the fourth chakra is all about air. This element is air. The lungs are important for our immune system. The lungs is located in the heart area. That's that fourth chakra, Anahata Chakra. We're going to now pause here, put the belly up, and then open up the right shoulder by lowering the left arm down just to, steady you, and reach forward for the right fingertips to open up underneath the arm and let yourself rest here. Hips are up over the knees, or if there's a better position, go ahead and do it. Okay. As you lengthen down the right side, right underarm area. And now take this right arm and press it down like you're going to do a push up. And just slide your left arm through, palm up, and stretch out your outer shoulder. So besides the chest and the lungs, the arms is another symbol. The arms and the hand of the fourth chakra, shoulders, arms and hands. So we give and receive through the arms and hands. Now we're going to slowly come up and reach way up with your left arm. Lower it down. Change sides. Take the right forearm down. Stretch the left arm straight. Open up underneath the arm. Relax and breathe. Feel the fullness in your torso on the inhale, and as you exhale, see if you can just pause slightly as the belly pulls in, not hard, just a bit. And then take that nice unrushed inhale. So it's not rushed, it's easy. You're going to slide the left hand back, push down, and then slide that right shoulder underneath you into a gentle shoulder stretch. And it's a little bit of a twist. Twisting, by the way, is very good at opening the neck and the shoulders and also the lungs. We're going to slowly come up and open up the chest. Inhale, exhale, lower down the hand. We'll take child pose, bring the hips back to the feet wherever it's comfortable. Knees can be apart. And then just stretch the whole body forward. Stretch out in this gentle position and walk your hands over to the left corner. And then walk your hands over to the right corner. And then walk your hands back to center. And then we're going to slide forward. So the knees are apart. We're going to slide forward, bring the hips up, arms stretch out wider than your shoulders, and just open up and through the chest, either chest down. So it's puppy, right? Puppy posture. The hips come up over the knees. And either the jaws down, forehead down, whatever is comfortable. And if I do something that's not comfortable, I want you to feel free to change it up, modify, do what you need to do to take care of your body. Really find that love for your body today as you breathe. Breathing deeply is really showing a lot of respect and love for the body. We're going to slowly come out of this position. Walk your hands back, bring yourself back into tabletop and take down dog and walk your dog in place. Pushing firmly to thumb, index, middle finger. Make sure you're not squeezing your shoulder blades up towards your neck. Drop your shoulder blades down and broaden them. Contract the underarm muscles. Good. And as you breathe, think of inhaling the tailbone up, exhaling, lengthen in through the torso. So use kind of lengthen in through the waistline with the exhale if you can, creating more space between the ribs and the hips. And then as you press your inner thighs up, so like if you can feel like you're still working that inner leg, reaching up, sit bones up, and think of the hamstrings pressing in a downward position. And also think of pressing the kneecaps up, quadriceps up, and the hamstrings pressing in a downward position, but try not to use your shoulders to do it. Try to engage those muscles in the legs by themselves. Then we're going to bring the feet a little closer and lift the right leg up and open up and through the hip. Now, as you do that, think about how your shoulders are reacting. Push down into that right hand. And it's okay if you twist a little bit, but try to make it more about the hip opening. You can bend your knee and drop the knee down and around and up a few times. Do one more time and then switch directions. And then extend the leg really long. Bring the knee into your heart. Take your time. We're going to come into a low lunge. So you might need to drop the back knee to bring that right leg forward. And feel free to put maybe a pillow or something underneath your left knee for some support. Okay. So in the low lunge, we're still going to work on heart opening. And so we're going to also open in through the hip flexor. Roll the shoulders back. Lift in through the torso. Lift the ribs in and up. Right. Now, let's just take your hands together and let your head rest back into your forearms. Really activate core energy here. Breathe here, easy. So we're still breathing, feeling up the lungs. Ah, excellent. Tailbone. It feels like it's pressing forward to help lift up and through, to get more space to lift up and through the heart. Now, what we're going to do is release the hands up, drop the right hand back, see if it can maybe find the leg, the heel, or a little bit of a bind. All right, so it's a big stretch in through the heart and shoulders if you're able to find the heel. Maybe just a little bind here is good as you keep opening in through the heart. Now, you're doing great. We're going to slowly come down with that left hand and up with the right hand into a twist. And then picking up the left knee off the floor and pressing the hands apart. So really reaching up with that right arm down to the left hand. And the left leg is stretching as long as you can. You can roll up and down on the toe. Stretching the back foot. Good. Now take that right hand down and stretch out the right leg as much as it can go. Notice I'm on the toes. I'm keeping that lunge-like position. Okay, keeping the hips squared. Now we'll bend the right leg. Slide the left foot forward about 3 feet behind the front leg. Drop the heel down, and now we're in more of a pyramid pose. Good. And it's okay to bend your knee and relax it a little bit. And so you're doing like an abdominal crunch. Okay, so it's more of a forehead to knee pose. So I like to bend my knee a lot. I get a nice stretch in that outer hip IT band area. And you can use blocks if this is really uncomfortable or a chair to hold on to. And just feel like the upper back. So a lot of our lung capacity is in the backside of our ribs. So feel the back of your ribs expanding as you breathe. We're going to start to come back out of this pose. We're going to start into plank. I'm going to set my knee support to the side. So bending the front leg, stepping back, dropping the knees down and lower down slowly into Sphinx pose, bringing your elbows underneath your shoulders. Lying long neck. Lengthen out the right leg, lengthen out the left leg. Tighten your legs, press the kneecaps up into your quads. Roll back the shoulders. Good. So feel like the elbows press back into your ribs. And then lift yours up. Look to the right and left and loosen here into your neck and shoulders. As you try to keep all this engagement in through the core, tailbone pressing down. Trying to lift the ribs up off the mat, even though you're laying down on your stomach, and pressing down in the elbows and pressing the elbows in toward each other will help with that. Now let's come center. And then those of you, if you're comfortable, you can lift the elbows up a bit. Okay, if that's too intense, don't do it, because we want it to feel like a good stretch and to strengthen the upper back and neck. Thumb, index, middle finger pressing down. Now we're going to slowly slide the hands back to where the elbows were for cobra. Lengthen the neck. Keep those legs long. Take a breath and just stretch the back of the neck here as you drop the head down. Good. Take a nice deep breath. Good. And slowly come into cobra. Once you come into your expression of cobra, lift the hands up and see if you can hold it as you breathe. You'll notice the body will naturally rise and fall because you're breathing correctly. Okay, the stomach pushes down, you'll rise up, and then it comes in on the exhale. Let's lower down and rest. Bring your hands down beside you. Pick up your legs or feet and just wiggle your feet side to side. Okay, we're going to come back up onto all fours. We'll widen the knees if you'd like for a child pose. Nice stretch into child pose. And see if you feel a little more length in your back after all of that opening we did in the heart. We're going to slowly rise up onto all fours, downward dog. Let's work on that other side. First, enjoy your dog pose. So dog pose is oftentimes referred to resting pose in yoga, but feel free to stay in child pose if you need to. Now, as you breathe again, getting that alignment in down dog, so there's no pressure. You want to not feel a lot of, you're strengthening the neck and shoulders, but you're also trying to find a happy place where you're not collapsing and through the scapula rotator cuff. Okay, we don't want the rotator cuff to work hard. Think of engaging the underarm muscles and through the chest. Inner arm is working as well. Thumb, index, middle finger is pushing downward into the earth. Bring the left leg up, open your hip. Nice, enjoy. And again, go ahead and realign in your dog pose. Try to find that lightness in your hand as more weight comes forward. You're pushing against the weight back, pushing it back with the palms of your hands. You can bend the left knee, drop the knee down and around and up. Good for 2, and then other direction, down and around and up for 2. And extend the leg, have fun, and take it in. Slowly step forward into your lunge, low lunge. Take a motion here to line your core. Hips are steady. So we're trying to get the hips steady in the low lunge. So you want to squeeze those inner thighs. Do second set with the palms reaching up and back. So even though your legs aren't moving, you're really activating the energy in between the legs, pressing the tailbone forward, lifting the ribs in and up. Relax your neck into your arms. Breathe here. Good. Now reach up with your arms. Lower the left arm down, either into the spine, or you can reach back to the foot if that's comfortable for you. Good. And don't keep the core engaged. Keep squeezing the glutes, especially the right glute. Press it forward to open up that right hip flexor. Now, release the back arm and come down into a twist. Right arm down, left arm up. Stretch the shoulders apart. Push down into the earth with that right hand, up into the sky with that left hand. Try to press up as hard as you're pressing down. And then lower the left hand down. Stepping back into plank. Oh yeah, thank you. My husband reminded me. I'm so glad you're here, honey. Here, left foot forward into your lunge and straighten the left leg as much as you can. So you're in still lunge position. Nice. Now bend the front leg again and slide the back foot forward into pyramid pose. So it's about 3 feet behind the left heel. You're still trying to keep that right hip coming forward, even though the foot is turned out just a little bit. And then we'll just drop down over that front leg. We're relaxing the nervous system on this particular pose. We're not holding our back straight. We're doing a forward bend You might need to bend that left knee quite a bit to try to bring the forehead to knee because we're opening the back of the neck. It should feel a little bit constricting as if you're doing shoulder stand or plow. Okay, to try to get that feeling a little bit. Opening up the IT band, maybe at least I feel it. Okay, keeping that inner hip energy strongly pulling in and up to the sky. Good job. Now we'll go ahead and step back into plank. And this time we're going to lower down to the knees. And if you need knee support, put something under your knees and come up for the shoulder opener. Okay, so this is probably the most powerful heart opening pose. So I want to make sure we have plenty of time to work on it. I'm actually gonna not use this. I want my more support. Knees come out. It depends on your hips comfort. For me, my knees come out about shoulder level. Okay. And one little trick to help you is if you have a block, you can put it in underneath or in between your legs. A lot of people have a hard time feeling those muscles activate that support you in back bends and heart openers. And so as you squeeze the block, try not to drop it. Okay. You'll feel the inner knee kind of pressing in toward each other. Nice. Now lift the shoulders up, down, and back, and just hold on to your hips and just feel that core engagement. Really press your chest. Feel like someone's pulling you up like with a cord in through your heart and breathe. And then you'll start to open up naturally. Don't put your neck in an uncomfortable position. It can look forward or lean back into your shoulders. You'll know if it's not good for your neck. It'll just automatically say, there'll be a feeling of, how do I say, nervousness there. If it's not comfortable to lean back on the shoulders. Those of you who are comfortable, take your hands to the heels as you keep lifting up out of your shoulders. And then let's slowly come up and sit down and rest. So that was a lot of core work. So let's just sit and rest and notice how you feel. Okay. The second step, we're going to lift one arm up. Remember, the arms are part of each energy system of your body has like different body parts corresponding to it. Like the fifth chakras, obviously the neck and shoulders and jaw. Right? So what we're gonna do, so you can I like using the block, especially when we do this pose a lot. It reminds me even it's like you're pressing the block forward. Okay, so what we're going to do is take the left arm up as we roll the shoulders up, down, and back, and then reach back with your left arm, and you can hold on to your hip, or you can keep dropping down to the heel as you stretch. Okay, nice. And have fun. We're going to just slowly change sides. So we're going to release and bring that other arm up, other arm back. Keep breathing. You can look back at your arm if it's comfortable. And then if you're comfortable, you can bring, again, both arms back. Maybe you're going a little deeper. Keep pressing the block forward. Heart up, heart up, heart up. Stomach up. Feel the stretch in your stomach. If you can, slowly come up. Take your time. And then sit down and rest. So Notice the heart's beating fast. And so the best way to slow the heart down is to deepen your exhale. If you need to sit up on a block, if it's hard to sit either in between your legs or on your feet, you can sit up on a block. We're stretching out the knees and the ankles here. And notice how you feel. Take some shoulder rolls or some neck rolls as you rest. Change directions. Good. Take the right ear to the shoulder. Left arm can come back in a bind if that feels good. Release and bring your head up. Take your left ear to the shoulder. And then bring your neck back up. And let's go ahead and come back into down dog. Just stretch out the back. Now that you have slowed your heart rate down. Now, again, work the core energy, the inner hips and the abdomen to stretch the lower back. Feel it in the front of your body. Feel it. Push that energy down into the hips. Okay. Bring your attention to your pelvic floor. Good. And start to create that lightness in through that lower back as you lengthen it. Try to create the feeling of someone holding onto your hips and pulling your hips up. Okay? Create that in your own body. Walk your hands and feet together. Bend your knees and relax. You can interlace the feet, arms, and just relax all over your legs. And breathe and feel the back of your lungs expand, back of your heart broaden, and as you relax into your forward bend. And then we're going to release your arms and slowly. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, lower your hands down to the center. Okay. All right, the next two positions we're going to do is triangle, reverse triangle. So they're going to feel easy after doing camel. So I encourage you to use a block if you have it, but we can work without a block. I'll show you how to do that. So what we're going to do is just step out about 3 feet wide. I'm going to put the block here. So we're going to start with left leg forward. Okay. I'll show you what I mean. So first getting into your position, we're going to turn the left foot straight ahead, so straight out. So this will be in forward in front, and then the right heel drops back a bit. And that angles your right hip forward just a bit to help your body to drop down sideways. And then the right arm can come up. And then if you feel like I feel like I need my legs a little bit wider, okay, for more of an extended triangle, which is kind of an Iyengar position. And you can do that if that's comfortable for your hips. And again, you're reaching the right arm up as the left arm presses down. And the left, if you're using a block, that's great. You can either hold on below the knee or above the knee. Just if you don't have a block, just don't hold on to the knee. That's it. And again, think of hip energy and push into the heels. And as you push into the heels, kind of imagine the heels press toward each other. Good. Now press the tailbone forward. We're going to really work on heart opening. Roll the shoulders back. And then see if you can see how much you can roll up with the rib cage. And then take the arm back, maybe into a bind. Maybe it can find your left thigh. As you try to squeeze, press the hips forward and try to rotate the ribs back. Not the shoulder. Try to rotate the ribs back and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Good. And keep the legs as long as you can. Nice. Now from here, we'll look down at your left foot. Just stretch out the neck. Good. I hope you're all doing good. Now from here, we're going to release the right hand up. Bend the left knee. Bring the block inside the leg. Okay. Take a breath. We're going to take one big step forward with that right. Well, at least I need to bring myself back. Remember we did pyramid pose earlier? We're going to come back into pyramid pose. So we're coming into revolving triangle, out of triangle. It's not an easy way. It's not easy to do that. So take the time to get the footing correct. So the left foot's lined up with the right, left hip, right heel, right hip. Start to lengthen the body parallel to the floor. Okay, so this is not head to knee pose. We're going to work into revolving triangle. Try to get the back straight. So we're twisting. It's going to be a really big twist. Now, for some people, this is it. This is their revolving triangle, even though we're not revolving. But find out where you need to be if you want to go deeper into the pose. The hand can be either onto the right side of your left foot, or you can cross it over and start to not turn the hips, but turn the rib cage as the hips drop back. Turn the rib cage. Okay. Try my left hand's on my sacrum to try to feel the steadiness of the sacrum. I'm trying not to twist there, just the rib cage. And then the hand can come up to the sky. And here we are pushing down with the right hand, up with the left hand. You'll notice I got rid of my block. Okay. And then still breathing. Pushing to that back foot. Breathe. Look up if you can. Breathe. It's a big balancing position. And then we're going to slowly come on down. Oh, goodness. Nice. Before we do the other side, bring your hands inside the left foot, then the left leg, and then turn the body. We're going to stretch out the inner thigh. Turn the body to the right. Use the blocks if you need to, and just give that inner thigh stretch. Good job. Slow the heart rate back down. Let's take the other side. Stretch out the left inner thigh. And relax. Slow the heart rate back down. And then wide leg forward bend. So straighten out both legs. Turn the feet so they're parallel to the floor. Coming up halfway, inhale. Exhale forward bend. You could do like a tripod position. Good. Spread out the toes. Open up the back of the hips. You can also bring the arms around the ankles, or you can step on the palms of your hands or put the palms on the hands on the heels. And then again, roll the shoulders back as you lengthen the spine, working with gravity and traction to lengthen out the spine, open up the back of the legs. Nice. Now we're going to slowly come up. So what we're going to do is bring the body halfway up and work the core to hold it there as you push down into the feet. Take a breath. And then inhale, pivot up from the hips by pushing down in the feet. Push down the feet. And then exhale. Good. Step together and notice how you feel before we do the other side. Good. And can you feel the heart beating? Go ahead and just put your hands on the heart. And can you feel the beat of the heart? Just take a moment. Now we're going to do the other side. So let's go ahead and step out about 3 feet wide. Turn the right foot out completely to the right side. Left heel drops back. So what you're thinking of for triangle, you're actually feels like that left hip comes forward a bit. But what it does is helping that right hip drop underneath it. And then the body drops sideways. Engage your core energy. Start to squeeze the glutes. That's it. I know everyone's taking their time, really filling out their body. Decide how your legs are. So if your hips are more open, like mine are, the legs might come out more into an extended triangle position. And then if you're working with a block, you can put it. Now there's different schools where they like the block behind the leg. Some like it in front of the leg. You can decide. I tend to like it behind the leg, under my shoulder. And then the arms, you're trying to get them like a T. Okay. And you don't want to be so wide that you can't tighten in through the thighs. Now, some of us are so tight that we need to bend that front leg a little bit. That's fine. Okay. And then working that heart opening as you get your base solid, you're working from the feet upwards. You're trying to really engage the hips and keep them tight, glutes tight, so that you have the freedom to roll the shoulders back like cobra and then start to open up the ribs as you reach back. Okay. And then you can even take that arm behind you into a bind as you keep feeling like you're squeezing the tailbone forward, still rolling the shoulder blades back, and look down at the foot. Taking a nice big breath here. And then we'll come back up and bend that knee, bend that front leg, lower down. Now turn to the right and step forward a little bit, or a lot, for triangle preparation. Okay, so coming into it, like I said, takes a lot of body awareness as you start to come from a hip opener to a squared hip position, and then pressing that right tailbone, or not right tailbone, right sit bone back as the left sit bone feels like it comes forward. It's more of a feeling in the body. Just keep on relaxing and breathing as you start to loosen up by breathing. So the breath helps the body feel safe. That's why it's so important in yoga, as you want to feel safe. So we don't want to go so far that we can't hold and breathe. As we start to twist, as we're trying to keep the hips steady, when we start to twist the ribs, try not to twist in through the sacrum, but the shoulder blades again, rolling back and seeing if the right hand can reach up like a T. Okay, really strong legs here, a lot of strength. So use whatever means to help you Not put too much pressure on that front leg. Even if you have to bend it a bit, we're going to slowly come back down. And then again, we'll turn to the side to open up the inner thighs. And then change sides. And then back to center into a wide leg forward bend. Feet parallel. And then slide the hands behind you and stretch the wrists out again. And then slowly lower the hands down, and we're gonna actually come down to your hands and knees. And then we'll do a seated twist. So we'll bring the legs forward. Okay. Inhale. Exhale, bend the right leg and lunge forward. And then you can either keep the foot right next to your hip or cross the foot over. And those of you who want to take the bottom leg in can, or you can keep it straight. So there's 3 options I just gave you. Now, extend that left arm as long as you can. Use the right hand to push down for traction. You can either hold on to the leg or pull the elbow across the thigh as you look back. Okay. Breathe here. And we're going to slowly unwind out of the posture. Take a breath and change sides. So again, stretch out the legs. Bend the left leg. Lengthen into the spine. Stay here. Cross it over if you'd like to. Or those of you who want to bend that straight leg in can. Push down with your left hand, lean back. Lengthen the right side. And twist. Using the leg for traction as you rotate. Keep the neck as long as you can. Keep rolling back the shoulders. One more breath, inhale, exhale, and then unwind. Release the legs long again. Inhale and exhale, forward bend over your legs. Keep the legs pressing together. Relax the back and shoulders. Deepen your exhale. Slow the inhale. And then slowly roll up. Take your time. And then we'll do a heart opening restorative pose. either with a pillow or you can use a block and a pillow. So depending on what you have to work with, I'm going to use a block and I'll put a pillow over it to soften it. And just see if you can lie that onto your block or pillow. I'm going to show you some options. So this one's a little more intense option where I put the block under my shoulder blades and my head is resting, but it's really a big neck opener. It's a little bit like it's a supported fish, which is great to open up the heart and the shoulders. And I like to wiggle it so it's in the right position. You'll feel it. Okay. And this is with a block. It's it's pretty firm. You could just take a pillow and put it right under the heart. It still will open up your chest, even though it's not so intense. And then the arms just kind of rest out. So find the position of your choice. We'll just stay here, just not too long, just enough to just get a just big heart opening position. And then we'll come into we'll come into happy baby. Sorry, it took me a moment. And then we'll relax in Shavasana, relaxation pose. See if you can deepen your inhale by holding just a bit at the top. Feeling the stretch in through the sternum and diaphragm. Okay, now we'll just slide off your pillow, push it aside, and then we'll bring your knees up, circling out your knees to the right, to the left, and then take forehead to knees and see if you can reach for the feet and drop down into happy baby. Feel free to go side to side and be a little playful. Now lower your legs down and relax. Wiggle out your legs. Wiggle out your arms. Lick your lips and swallow. Take a big inhale and sigh. Exhale. One more. the stillness you've created for yourself. And take a deep inhale and exhale. And then give me a nice wake up in the morning stretch as you stretch out your arms and your legs. Bend the knees, set your feet flat, and you can bend the knees, just kind of drop them side to side like windshield wipers. And then roll onto one side. On the next breath, we'll have you rise up into a seated meditation posture. Bring your hands onto your heart and just breathe into your heart. As if there's a nose there breathing for you. Imagine light strengthening your heart with each breath. Inhale and exhale, lower your hands. And then inhale, reach your palms up to the sky, palms together. Exhale, hands to the heart, back down to the heart in gratitude mudra. I'm so grateful you're all here with me today. And I'm thankful for my husband joining me. Namaste. Namaste.
Thank you, Deborah. That was a great class.
Thank you.
It was really good. Thank you.
Thank you, Deborah.
Bye.
You're
Bye.
welcome.
Thank you.
Bye.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Bye.
Yeah, you too.